Good morning, everyone. This is Moment at Moment's Art. Okay, so today, video or the class or tutorial is mainly about the light. How to control the light is not just for the watercolor; it's for every discipline in a painting. So if you have a problem understanding how to control the light in your painting, to understand the light is very important. Light, I have always explained there's three uh, points. Everybody must remember that. Let me just put this, my workspace. There you go. So, light. Let me go through with a little bit explanation before I jump onto the painting. The painting you saw on the screen, just screen. That's what I'm gonna render, and I'm gonna render a few more paintings to explain how to build the contrast and how to control the contrast, the light, and the mood of the painting. Basically, the light. If you once you're working on the light, that light will explain everything. Everything will be following. If you once you understand the light, then everything will follow. F Jagger brush made by Rosemary and Co. I'm not endorsing anyone, but this is what the brushes I use. This is a 5x6, I believe, smaller version of it, and I have this is a round brush, number 6. I'm gonna use if I just what I do when I have a painting and I know what I'm painting, so I grab my brushes. Although I have so many brushes, let me show you something quickly. So this is the army of brushes. This is just a one. Uh, you can tell, like, right? I don't want to put all these brushes on my workbench. So let's get rid of this out of here. I just want to keep so much supplies on my workspace so I don't get overwhelmed, right? Like you don't want to put everything on the workspace. So keep it, like I said, you want to make sure that you keep it simple, everything. Now this is the liner brush number 3. It's more synthetic, and this is the gold brush, a little mop brush. I think it's mop round brush number, I think 6 or 8. Doesn't say anything on the brush, but that's what it is. You can feel you can see the size of the brush. So it's good brush actually. It's a gold brush. It retains more water, and you don't need to go back and forth, pick up more pigment, your mixes. And you can go a little bit longer with this brush. Anyway, let's soak my brushes, and I always soak my brushes and put it here. So I would have everything ready. My palette. I don't clean my palette. Like I said, I use my palette sometimes just give the little bit, I use these colors, whatever is on my palette, so I don't clean my palette too often. Now let's start with my dagger brush. A little bit out of focus. I fixed it. Don't worry about it. It was I locked the iris and the focus button by mistake. I hit it. Anyway, so the painting, let me put this painting on the screen, what I'm painting, so you guys know what we are dealing here today. Here, let me move this a little bit so make it smaller. Very interesting painting, and actually it's fun to draw that type of work. If you want to sketch, you can sketch, or if you don't want to sketch, you don't need to sketch. You just put a horizon line first, right? It depends how how much the how much sky, how much foreground. It's all up to you. I can go here also. I can put a horizon line here, or you can put it here. It's all depends like where you wanna keep this uh, the uh, the horizon line, where you wanna. Just make sure that you don't dissect your canvas right in the middle. So you keep a little bit up or down. It looks good. Although it's up to you. You can divide from the middle of the canvas. That's fine. That's okay with me too. So let's. I put a. I can sketch, or I don't need to sketch. It's all up to you. I put a boat here. A little bit in perspective. That's it. I just avoid to paint the boat, or I mean the sketch the boat also, but just for the sake of the class. Now I'm assuming the sun is here somewhere, right? So the light is coming from here. Now again, because this class is all about the light and contrast, and you know contrast and how to compose your painting. So you make sure where the sun is. If the sun is here on the horizon line, or the sun is here, or sun is here, right? Then it will explain the painting accordingly. If the sun is here, then there will be no casting shadow on this board. It will be casting shadow will be just underneath that board. That's what how you explain what time of the day, which is the mood of a painting. So if the sun is here, the light is coming from here. The casting shadow of the board will be a little bit longer, and then it shows that the sun is a little bit lower on the on horizon. And if the sun is here, then the light will coming from here. Small, very small casting shadow, not gonna be big because it's up here. And if it is on the horizon, either sunset or sunrise, then the shadow will be very long. I don't have enough space on my canvas, but let's say if I put a boat here or something here, let's put something, then the shadow will be very long if the sun is here on the horizon. Okay, let's start the painting. I'm done with the sketching. Let me remove this out of the canvas or paper. We don't need this sun here. We are just assuming. Just assume that the is here somewhere. Okay, or maybe here if you want. You can put it here, but it's not on the our painting. We're now working on the sunset scene, which I did last week, and I upload a video also. So we are here. We are here for the contrast, how to build the contrast, how to control the light, and explain the mood of a painting. So I'm gonna go put some water. Let's bring this reservoir here, maybe here, so you guys can see. And always, please remember, you have to have this paper or any cloth or cleaning stuff. So this is the most important tool you must have on your workspace. And clean your brush if you don't need enough. Let's say I picked up some pigment, and if I don't need the wash to be smooth, I can go and just drag my brush. Let's get some Prussian blue. So I clean my brush, and then I would just drag my brush. So you can see that it creates a nice dry brush mark. Like, although the painting is not started yet, but I just want to show you what is all about. Like, and if I put some more pigment, and then the wash will be more smoother and more. You'll give you more, like. Soft type of wash. But as soon as you clean your brush and then you try to do this, then it will be a dry brush mark. So brush needs to be more dry to create some dry brush marks. Okay, let's go on the top, put some water, and I will see that white space. I left it purposely so I can use this space later on for something for the houses, or maybe a boat in the on the foreground, I mean the background, and that type of stuff. So you just keep this along when you're painting, just keep it open a little bit, white space, it looks good, and then you can use for some any other reason. I will just use some ultramarine blue. I'm gonna mix it up with my Prussian blue, a little bit tone it down, so because I need a nice warm blue in my skies. I don't want to get a uh, too cool type of blue. So here I'm done with the sky, because we're not, this painting is not about the sky, right? We're just about the boat and how you create the contrast in your painting. Now let's I put some water here on the top of the painting, so otherwise if I leave this water here, it creates some cauliflower. So some people, they don't like cauliflower. I like it. If you don't like it, you can remove it, because the wash is still wet, right? There's a lot of water and you can just push it out. Let's put some more energy into the sky. Just put some more. This is the paper made by, I forgot the name of it, Academy watercolor paper. It's a good paper. I'm going to put a separate video about the papers and the brushes I use, and I bought some more brushes and paint. I'm going to put a video how they are, and some people, they buy the supplies and they don't know, and end up throwing out, or they just left behind. And so I will put some videos about this. Paper is good, actually. Paper is not bad, but peeling off the paper is kind of challenge. Like once you make sure a painting is dry, before you peeling it off, if you start peeling it off when the painting is not dry, I mean the paper is not dry, it will rip the paper off. It's very easy to put a tear on your painting. Some water. So now I have the wash done on the horizon line. You can work more. You can put some purple color, right? You can put a purple color, put some more clouds here on the sky, which I'm not here for this, so I'm not gonna work stress too much on this sky. So I will keep it simple as possible and just go put some washes here and there, and then I'm done. Let's put some more ultramarine blue, because I put some purple color, and let's put some on the horizon line. I had the French ultramarine blue, so I just put it a little bit on the horizon line. And I'm assuming these are the trees on the on horizon line. So what I will do, I'm gonna get some green color. I have the Viridian green color, as I explain all the time. I don't, these colors I bought it long time ago when I started, and I don't use these colors anymore. I mean, use it, but I don't use it straight from the tube, because I mix my own green, whatever I like, right? So I'm mixing up this Viridian green, and I think this made by, that Viridian green is made by some manufacturer someone gave me. It's called TT color, TT. So not bad, but what happened, I had it for a long time, I didn't use it, and it get like a stone. That some pigment, it dries so much that I just can't even use it anymore, and they become stone. Here I'm not, see that the white, I'm not painting on the white, right? So I'm just putting some. Now I'm gonna get some Payne's gray, more dark value, and then just put a little bit vaguely, just drop it. You don't need to work really hard on this horizon line where the trees and bushes are. You just put a little bit here and there. Let's explain, there's something in there, right? Now I will put some sepia color, mix my sepia color here with my Prussian blue, and I will put some orange color, get some like yellow ochre or burnt sienna type of color. So just drop it here so it create a little bit impression of the land is there, right? Just put a little bit, drag, get your brush, make some more ground here. Keep this white open. Please don't paint on this white where the white surface is. So keep that open if you can. It's a little bit challenging, but it works really good if you keep this open. Now I have some yellow ochre in my palette. I will put some yellow ochre, and now I'm gonna work on this. I'm done with this basically. If I need more work to be done here, I'll go back once the wash is dry. So I put my brush here, right? I have quite a paint loaded in my brush because I work with this stagger brush. It works really good. So I get a small painting. It is perfect. Those small painting. Now if I need a bigger wash, I can go and put a little bit bigger wash with this. If I need to work very small type of work, I can do very small type of brush marks also like that, right? So you can use this brush with the little bit bigger marks, and you can use with the smaller work also. And now I use some little bit water and I drag my brush so I can get a nice I now see that I have this in my hand. I need to take out some pigment, which is water and pigment. I realize it's too much, and the space is little, so I have to be a little bit careful, and I don't want to have too much water. Here is okay. If you have too much water and then you go quickly put some get into the water, you know, like where the land is, the shoreline is, I can go kind of override it, that the blue color is fine, you know, but boat I need to be open. I don't want to mess with the boat. Otherwise, when you painting the boat, when the time come and you painting the boat, then it will be a problem for you. You don't want to create a problem with your hard work, and you know you do all that, and then end up, oh, the boat is the what are you painting for is been already covered with the color, and you cannot just go and create another boat. I mean, like you can, but like I said, you can go and we use the opaque white or create the boat, but it's not gonna be good as what is by keeping the white of the paper. Okay. I will next week I will put a video just to show you guys how to construct something without sketching on the paper, with not with leaving the white. If there's a, let's say if this boat is very dark, right, and even though if I go my yellow ochre wash on the top of the boat, I can still get away with that, right? What I can do, I can put a dark, maybe a Van Dyke brown or something on the boat, and then I can work this side. I can use some opaque white to create a little bit more white, so it will be, you know, it'll be not a problem for me. So here I put some Van Dyke brown with the cadmium orange and mix. And if you want to make sure, if you want to keep the see, it's too dark, right, that the mix. Now you go, it said it's too dark. Now you take the water the paint off from your brush, and then you put some water in it, and then you make that wash to change the consistency of this color, mix of color, it become more lighter. So that's how you change it. If you don't want that dark wash, you can tell, like, see that the green, dark green color, the color here, the color here. So if you think, oh, it's too dark, then you just keep it away from your painting. Otherwise it'll be a problem for you. So I'm putting a little bit color here and there. I don't want to put too of a dark value on the foreground, so just a little bit with this. See that white, I left it. I using this white, just putting a dark value against it and creating the uneven space on the foreground or shoreline. Or now I clean my brush. I clean it, get some yellow ochre, right? And I will put a little bit dry brush marks just to drag my brush very quickly, and I will create some more, put another layer without deleting this first wash I put. If you are, that's another challenge for people. I see they made a mistake. They block the washes, the layer from the previous wash, right? And then basically you starting restarting a painting again. That's what problem is, right? If I put a wash here and I put another wash, it's like an acrylic painting, right? So you don't want to do that. Watercolor, this is all about the layers, how you keep the transparency on your painting. So if you keep putting the washes over washes over washes, then the purpose will be gone, and then it doesn't look very good. So let's get some Van Dyke brown straight from the tube, mix it up with my other wash, and I will start creating the light. Now the first wash is done, beautiful wash, smooth skies are done, right? Some white spaces are done, maybe some clouds in the horizon line. I purposely kept it. If you don't like it, you can just go over, you can put another layer. Once it's dry, you can put another layer and put some clouds here, dark clouds, right? Like, if you don't like it. I like that type of painting. I keep it more loose, more abstract type, semi-abstract type of painting. So if you don't like it, you can just always go and put some other layer and to delete those clouds or whatever, the white patches I left it. Now I am working on the light now. This painting is, like I said, the class is all about the light contrast. Now if you need a more contrast, you can go pick up some more dark value, mix it up. Remember, always clean your brush. Don't just put brush straight, because sometimes you have so much water in your brush and it will spill. Soon as you touch soon as you touch that canvas, it releases the water from the, because this water wants to go somewhere, right, out of the brush. You don't want to stay in the brush. So soon as you touch something, and especially there's a water in there, it becomes a channel. It becomes a channel from your brush to your canvas. Soon as you put, and it starts spilling. Although the process is so slow, you won't feel it. But it basically, if I keep touch my brush here, it's release all this water will be running on the canvas. Okay, so be careful with the not load up your brush too much water in it, so it will create a problem for you in your painting. Okay, so most of the wash is done. I put a second layer on the wash, put one layer sky, some purple color, some cobalt blue, ultramarine blue with Prussian blue. I put some Prussian blue, very raw Prussian blue, just to showing how to create how to work with the dry brush marks and how to keep the water, control the water in your brush. Now I am done. Actually, I am most of my washes, and I'm done with that. So what I will do, I'm going to use the dryer. Or you know what, let's go with the other dryer. I don't want to go and dry this painting. Now I can go here, pick up some cadmium red color. Let's bring my, here, let's put it. I put a cadmium red, although I'm not supposed to put it here, but I need a little bit tone it down with this the wash, right? I have, and then I will use this. The boat I will make a little bit, put a red value, red wash in the boat. Go very carefully with the dagger brush. See, I'm still using the dagger brush. I didn't change the dagger brush so far, because this is only brush you can use for the whole painting, for a smaller painting like this. And then I will put a little bit here. Now I will go pick up some Payne's gray. Make sure that now see that red color, it can go up to so much red, right? The hue of the color, right? But now I want to get some more dark cadmium red, this mix. So I will put some Payne's gray and make this color dark, change the consistency of the color. Now I'm creating, I'm working on the light right now. Washes are done. The the smooth washes in the sky, a little bit smooth atmospheric perspective on the horizon line, and a little bit sparkles on the water with the dry brush marks, less water, more water, smooth, even washes. Then I do even washes on the shoreline, on the foreground where the land is, and I left some dry brush marks also to create some more uneven spaces on the foreground, on the midground, whatever. And I left some white space for me to use for anything else. I can use this. I will show you. Actually, I don't want to jump on this. I'm going to plan it actually. Although I'm working here on this board, but I'm keep looking here. My mind is here also. So how can I use this white space, properly, so we can make it, our painting looks more beautiful. Now I'm going to get some more Payne's gray straight from the tube. I'm not mixing up with the red color because I'm creating the contrast, the effect of the light on the painting. So I will put a little bit here at the edge, clean my brush because I'm done with this dark color. You can get some dark brown mix. Put it here at the edge of the board because the less light is going at the edge of the board. So I will put a little bit dark value here, and it helps the board also. You can see the white portion here on the board. Soon as you put a dark value here at this side, just to create more contrast and board look more visible. So let's pick up some more cadmium red because I want to energize this board. It looks a little bit dull, so I would put a little cadmium red, right? Energize my board, and I will go a little bit cadmium red and very light wash, and I will put it here also. Not too dark because this is the portion of the board we want to make sure that is more lighter, and because it's exposed to the light. So, and the front part of the board, the hull of the board, I will keep it lighter because the edge is lit up with the light. And now I'm going to pick up a nice cadmium yellow. I have it in my palette. Let's use the Naples yellow. This is made by Van Gogh, and it works really good when you change the variation, or bring some more color in your let me zoom in actually, since I'm working on the board. Let's zoom in so you guys can see what I'm doing. Let's go closer here. So I'm putting a little bit with my edge of my brush, beautiful dagger brush, and I will put some here, not blocking this white portion, and get some more Naples yellow. Maybe you're not looking here. See the palette here. So I will put a little bit here at the trim of this, mixed with with my cadmium red, right? Put a little bit here. That's it. So you can see that cadmium red is bleeding into the dark color, right? Beautiful. Some people, they don't like it. They said, what is this? This is the beauty of the watercolor, right? I can just go and put some dark value, Payne's gray in it, and I can remove it, but I don't want to remove it. It looks really good. So here, so Naples yellow is, you can make it more darker by mixing the brown mix. I will zoom out. Let me finish this board, and I will put a little bit dark color here to create more, because it's blocking the light, right? Let's get the I don't want to use the Payne's gray because Payne's gray is very harsh. So for the hull, I just use a little bit when the sepia color, and I will put a little bit here because this side is less exposed to the light. So this side is here is the edge is lit up, but this side is a little bit blocking, the light is blocking, so I create, and this way you create the shape of the object you try to paint, right? So I would just go put a little bit dark value, or maybe if you want you can put a little bit sepia color at the edge of this board and put a little bit here underneath because it's already dry and it's become lighter. So I will put some more sepia color here. See, the wash is gone because I put a little bit Payne's gray, and that effect is gone, which is the sad part, you know. It's okay because I was showing you, and now I'm done with the board. So okay, I don't want to overwork this board, so done. And now let's go zoom out, actually zoom out up to so you can see the palette here. Now I'm gonna use I don't want to put my palm here, so I'll just move this and same brush, and I will go create the mass of the board, right? I just put one here. That's it. You don't need to work slowly, or you just one shot wispy type of mark is better, you know, like it works really good actually if it is not very controlled type of mark, right? You just go quickly with the more like it. See, it's broken down here, which is fine. I'm okay. So it looks very good. And I will create some more dark value, and I will put harness here somewhere on the board, right? Put the harness, and now you have to be a little bit careful. You wash your brush, and I would put a rope here like that, you know, quickly, and the rope is done. So this will harness here on the foreground, and then you wind up the rope like that, so you can explain that is coming up to here. Create a little bit perspective too, right? And the shadow of this of course, because light is here, right? Remember, I put a light here, so the shadow will be a little bit longer. Not too long, not too short, kind of in the middle. And then I work, because of the dark color in my brush, so I will help these white spaces look like an uneven surface here. Here too. Here. Don't put the mark here across with the board. Otherwise, if I put a mark here, it feel like it's a part of the board. So you make sure, see the white, I didn't touch it. So I am touching the white here and there, but I'm not touching this white. If I put a dark value here, then it will show it look like a part of the board. So you make sure, don't do those mistakes. It's small mistake, but it shows right away. A lot of people, they don't know, and they does it by mistake, and it kind of make a problem on your painting. So here I'm done. Let's put some let's get this done quickly because we're running out of the time. Get some Prussian blue, mix it up with my brown mix, get a little bit gray color, and then I create some effect of the edge of this water. A little bit more dark value here, where's the water is on the shore. Get a little bit soft value, smudge it by just dragging your brush with the white with the clean water, and it will make a soft edge. Now let's go back. I'm done with the most of the board, right? I don't want to go overwork this board, so I'm done. Now I will go back and create some houses in the background, right? Let's use, you know what, I want to use some cadmium orange because I use the cadmium red. I don't want to over too much of a cadmium red. Let's make a little bit brown house here, or some structure, right? and put the roof here also, just a little bit, maybe here also. And I will go with my, now I use the smaller brush, smaller dragger brush, because I need more control type of marks, and I mix it up with my cadmium red mix. I don't, all I need is a dark color, right? I don't need to work with the very a bigger brush, because I need more control type of sketching or marks here. I will put a little bit holes here, just random energy marks. You don't need to explain what it is. Just go with the, get some more water, put a dark value underneath. It create more like depth into your painting. I always say, let's put some dark value, let's get some water, bring some ultramarine blue, because we need now nice dark gray color, so I can create more depth here of this structure in the back. Although I don't know what is this, but let's create some more depth here, like just bringing this dark value. And here I will put some here also. With the dry brush mark, you don't want to go very explain what it is, just a small. Let's get more here. Basically, I'm sketching with this very light gray color, and I will create a light here, contrast, controlling the light. Maybe the roof is casting shadow on this barn house, so I will create a beautiful effect of the light. You can tell this is white because it's exposed to the light, right? And this part, maybe the roof is casting shadow, so it will be more dark, a little bit darker. And here, and this side is a little bit dark, put shadow from the roof. And I will put a little dark value here, dark value here. Don't put too much dark value, otherwise it will show right away. Try to mix with the blue color, so tone it down your brown color. If you're using a Payne's gray or any other color, make sure that you are not putting the sepia color straight on the tube. So here, light is controlled. Let's get some Payne's gray. I want to put right here at the edge of this board, create more contrast, more depth. You put more dark value, it will create more contrast. You control more light. Let's say I put a dark value here against this post, and it create more dark value. You put a little bit more structure here and a little bit more stuff here, is create more contrast in your painting. Okay, so here let's put a little bit dark value here against this water. And I will use now a beautiful purple color. Just put a little bit here, block the with the light, you know, like a little bit here, there. Don't paint over the white portion, right? Just create depth into your painting by expose some light, right? And then put at the edge a little bit purple color or grayish purple color, right? Let's do this here also. Here also. Okay, so most of the painting is done. Basically, let's bring my palette closer. So now I will grab my opaque white color, and I'm going to start putting some white mark on the mass of the board, on the rope. Create more contrast, more light into the painting. I'm done. I don't want to touch more, otherwise it will take some more time. I can put some dark value here on this shore where the water is crushing, a small wave. You can put a little bit dark value here and there. What happened? It create more depth into your painting. You can do that also on your painting. You can try put a little bit dark value. It create a little bit uneven surface, right? So I always say on the white, you put a dark value against the white, and it shows that it's uneven space. It's not a even space. Now what you can do, I can get some Prussian blue, mix it up with this previous wash. I can go and put a little bit more dark value into the same Prussian blue mix. I can put a little bit dark value here. Put your brush here and create a little bit more darker type of water from here to up to here. And if you don't like these ripples or something, you can always go and just put another wash of the Prussian blue and just remove these dark this sparkle in the water. If you don't like it, it's up to you. I like it, so I kept it all the time. It created a little drama to your painting. Here, okay, I'm done. I don't want to touch too much. I can put a little bit green color also. Let's put a little bit green color on the edge of the water, so it create a little bit variation because it's kind of blue. So let's put some green here, there you go. Well, I don't want to do too much here, otherwise I'll be sitting here. Okay, let's bring the famous poster color, white, opaque white color. Okay, and I will start putting this white color to create more light, more contrast to my painting. And now I don't need the palette. I will have more support, so I can go with the steady hand. Again, make sure put your brush somewhere that you know how much pigment you have, how much water, before you applying this onto the painting. So if you put straight without knowing how much water in there, how much pigment in there, then it be a problem. It will create some problem for you. I don't like this dark color, so I drag my brush, create the dry brush marks with the white color, and it feel like a nice foam of the water, you know, like waves are crushing. You can do that. I can do that also, but just put a little bit, you know, you drag your brush with the dry brush and it create waves, right? Like you go here like this, and if you do too much, like a dab, then it will be a problem. So you go a little bit, you just go with the white, opaque white, and just you know, turn your brush this way, and it create the waves on the water. Now I want to light up this edge of my board because it's kind of submerging into the opaque white. Let's put a little bit white color here on this side. It'll be so it starts showing. Let's put a little white color here also. Let's get some water, mix it up with the, let's go a little bit zoom out so you guys know what I'm doing with this white color also. Let's go painting up here, put this white color here. Now I will go, the mass in the board is the most important. So I want to create the light on the top because it's kind of merged with the dark value here, right? So I will go put some light here. There's some masses here, some boards here. You can create some boards here if you want. You can put a board here, and then you can put a little bit mass here of the just create more drama to your painting, right? But don't overdo, otherwise it starts showing. So I will put a little bit rope here hanging on the board. The trim of the board, I will put a little bit white. Again, don't do too much white, otherwise it will show and it doesn't look really good. Now I'm almost done. I will create some birds on the sky, and white color, with the white color, if you using a white color, then try to put the birds on the dark color so it will start showing right away. Otherwise, if I put a bird on the light color, it won't show. So try to keep the birds into the, see that I have the more water, less pigment on my brush, so it just drop it. It release on the paper. So now I have less water and more pigment. I can get a nice sharp crisp mark on on my painting. Here, let's put a one bird here, create more energy to your painting. Bird here, and then you go a little bit shadow because it's too close to the water, right? So you can uh, get advantage, and then you just go create some a little bit shadow here. Okay, I am done. Let's put one bird here. Let's create some more variation, maybe one here. That's it. Don't do too much, otherwise it'll be too much. Like I said, grouping is very important. And I still have the white color. I don't want to. I want to use it. Let's use it here. Let's create some white marks here on the foreground. Make it more lighter, right? And I will just go put a little bit white here. Expose. This is more exposed to the light, so this windows I will put a little white on the dark, and it shows that it's some structure is there. Now I'm going to clean my brush. Brush is all nice and clean. Get some Viridian green. Give a little bit punch to your painting. Let's put a nice shocking type of color. Put a nice straight from the tube, no color mix. Just put a nice green color, and I will put a little trim, the green trim here. Create more interest to your painting. And I will go pick up some cadmium red also. Nice cadmium red, not mixing up with any other color. And I will put another flag here. Just a little bit, you don't need to explain too much. And that's it. This painting is done. Let me zoom in so you guys can tell what it is. Let's close this other painting, and there you go. I will zoom in. There you go. So that is the final painting, how to control the light, how to bring some more contrast in your painting. This is a very bright painting. Next week, what I will do, I will create a painting which is more flat. There's no light or very less light. So I will create a painting next week with the very less light. Here, let's put some white dark color to create a little bit more control with the light. These boards are more, looks like very white. So I would just go a little bit, put dark value, control the light here. Okay, so that's how you create the light in your painting. You do dark value. If I put a more dark red color here, which I don't want to, I can put it. You can go with this straight from the tube and put a dark, you can put a more dark red color here. So create more contrast to your painting as compared with the creating a contrast with the creating the light. So you can use a very sharp color and create the contrast in your painting also. So let's put a little bit underneath of this bird's wings, create give him more look, and a little bit here also. Oh, this one also, create more depth here also. Just put a little bit, not, you don't want to put too much. You don't want to go make the wings like a seagull wings, like the tip of the wings are black, and you don't want, trust me, don't want to get involved. You basically, you will be wasting your time and energy, and you won't get as what you are planning to get from your painting, and you get frustrated at one point and probably get disappointed, right? Okay, thank you so much for being here, and I enjoyed that painting. I done this painting several times, so it doesn't need any reference. You can do that type of paintings also. Create on your own, create the light, create the soft type of washes, focus on one thing, work on one thing, keep the space more open, the setback, don't make the painting too big. Control the proportion, composition, and control the light. And then the washes, the soft wash, the mixing colors, and all these things are come secondary. How to build the texture, how to dark value to help these houses more visible. These white, the board has different color, yellow, ochre, red. You can create the color on the chart and see which color against which, right? Like if you see that there's a blue color is against red, then try to bring contrast with the colors also, right? Like which colors opposed to which color, right? And it create a contrast, and with the light and with some highlights also. Okay, so let's finish the class here, and again, thank you so much for being here, and I really liked today's video. Is very dense, condensed information in there. I try to elaborate everything on one painting and try to explain everything before the class starts. So I'll see you next week. Please subscribe the channel, get more friends to the channel. It helps me also. More people will come, more subscriber come, more viewing time. It helps the channel also. Okay, so see you next week with the almost similar type of painting, but with a very little light, either morning scene or the evening scene. That's what I will render next week. So please come back next week and we have fun. Thank you so much, and have a good day. Goodbye.